Hello, friends. How are you guys? Hello, everyone. We're finally here. I have got my little mint drawing ready to go. I know that we had a tough time finishing this one the other day, but there is not much left to do, so I am probably going to start a new herb or spice today, which will be super exciting. I can't wait. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fun time with me today. I'm really excited. I had a blast yesterday. It was such a long stream, but so much fun. So much fun. I might just have to be right back though and grab a few things. While I'm gone, I'm going to leave you guys watching the Zazu if I can. We'll see if we can do that. Usually it works. Anyways. There we go. Nice little Zazu. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. One moment.
Zazu has been so good today.
Look at him. So cute. Oh, Zazu's stream today. Perhaps. Hello, Justin. How are you? Hello, everyone. We are going to start drawing this super cute little My Kisses Girl.
Oh. Alright, we'll see if this works.
Yes. Okay. Fixed. Thank goodness. Heck yes. Zazucam. We do have a little bit of Zazucam. I know. How cute. So cute. He is absolutely adorable at all times. And we love him. He's napping. He is actually napping. He is
Look at him. Such cute little baby. Look at the little baby, guys. So cute. So cute. Oh. Love him.
absolutely love him. But yes, guys, we have plenty to do today. Also, just wanted to say huge thank you guys for all the support yesterday. I am still repaying my laptop that I'm using for streaming, and you guys flat out helped pay all of that yesterday. I didn't know how I was gonna pay it, so huge thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. Tired? Oh, Jenny, did you have a long day at work? So much butt. So much butt. Okay, so guys, we have this drawing to do, and I'm thinking we may have time today to do more because I've got like quite a few hours left. So we're going to do probably another one today. I need to update the streams. I think on Monday I might work on. Hang on Monday I might work on the yak. No, Tuesday I'm working on the yak. Wednesday I'm working on the Humpty Dumpty story, guys. Oh, Thursday, this Friday I'm working on the yak as well. And no, wait, that's wrong. That's Tuesday. All right. Magical white yak. Real painting. We'll do that. And on Monday, I have yet to decide what I'm going to do. We'll see. Probably I will try to work on the yak rather on like Fridays. And Thursdays and Fridays, I just feel like that will be easier. So So we'll keep it that way. But yeah, I'll figure out what I'm going to do this coming week and update the schedule, guys. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are working on the commissions. And Jenny, I have already slotted yours in for when we are going to do those. So very, very soon. You just took a good bath. Oh my gosh, baths are so good. I love coloring my bath when I do take a bath, which is like once in a million years. But when I do, I like to color it a cool color and fill it with tons of bubbles. Because that's just amazing. Heck yes. Heck yes. The goalies are very energetic today, guys. Look at them. Also, we don't have much light in here. It is so dark. So freaking dark, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why so dark? Alright. Time for us to do this, guys. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend, the coming weekend? I definitely want to play lots of video games. I've been playing V Rising with Undead Knight, and it has been so fun. We got to bear form and rat form this week while we were sick, so I feel like that's a huge accomplishment. Bear form and rat form are so much fun. You're so excited to see the buttons and the man I come up with for Jillian's drawing. The man? Maybe I've misunderstood. I will double check those with you. The man? What man? You've been so tired, Captain. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Also, to all my patrons that are here, and if you aren't a patron, I guess this counts for you too if you'd like to become a patron. But the live streams that we've been doing, the exclusive live streams on Patreon, they're also for subscribers here. Patreon has now announced that there is live streaming directly through Patreon, which is like, heck yes, a dream come true for a live streamer. So I'm very happy. It means no more fiddling with like YouTube links, which are just a nightmare. I hate streaming on YouTube for multiple reasons. I don't know. It is just funky. So I don't like it. I'm happy that Patreon has its own thing. It is so much better. And also it means everything's in one place for you guys. You don't need to go check Discord or whatever. I will make sure anyway that all patrons are VIPs. And so if you did prefer to still watch the exclusive stream on Twitch, you can. Because you will be a VIP, and VIPs will automatically have access to the exclusive live streams. So there's that. Don't worry about it. If you still want to watch on Twitch, you can. That is totally okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to see if I can add a new doc to OBS so that I can stay up to date with things because reasons. There's so much to take into account here, so. Right, got it working. Finally, Patreon is getting on board. I know, it's like, yes, right? Patreon has been a little behind on some things, so it is really lovely to see that, you know, they are finally getting on board, which is nice, because yes, Patreon's a bit slow. I feel like with a lot of things, I really wish that Patreon had a a method where we can just post by API. It would be lovely to, you know, set up a way to do automations, just because it will make my life a lot easier than having to manually curate each post, but rather like I can, you know, mass do it. Because sometimes in a day I have like 3 or 4 different images that I want to post, right? And then it's just like so much work posting each and every one. Okay, I don't think Patreon is going to let me add the pages here. That's fine. That's honestly, that's fine. That's okay. We'll just close it. We'll just close it. Anyways, you are curious though about the infrastructure they're using to implement the streaming feature. Exactly. We are yet to see whether it's actually going to be stable. It may not be, just because we all know streaming platforms aren't all made equally. And so there's a chance it can be really, you know, terrible. So we have yet to find out. We've yet to find out. But yes. Hopefully, we will get them. I've had a lot of issues with my lighting recently, guys. The cheaper lights that I bought have started flickering. So, that's been fun. It's been real fun. Yeah. We're working on this little one today, guys. Yay! I'm really excited. I've been having such a good week, especially given it was off the back of feeling absolutely terrible, guys. Absolutely terrible. So I'm really excited to like start next week on a good note and not have to like worry about anything. Because like last week it was just, I mean, early this week it was just crazy with the whole being sick thing. He's so cute. I absolutely love drawing this little guy. He has been, well, I guess they have been. There's like multiple of them, I suppose. It's not just one. Because I guess every leaf is like a creature. But this little one has been so much fun. Also, those of you who attended the entirety of my live stream yesterday will know how much of a headache it was to purchase a new canvas for my Drawloween piece that I'm starting. What a pain, but we got there in the end, guys. We got the canvas ordered, and it is shipping, guys. It is shipping. I'm really, really happy. So that means pretty soon I am going to start the Drawloween painting. Wish me luck, guys. That is going to be super stressful doing such a large painting. Hopefully that doesn't glare too much. I'm trying to get it not to glare on me and only the art. But it's kind of hard when I am... That is actually so much better. Yes, I need that. I need that, guys. Right. Oh gosh, yes. It's like super nice now. Right on top of the art, if I needs it to be. That is amazing. Just need it out of this can. Oh. And antidote ink. Hello, thank you so much for that follow. Hello, how are you? Well, this is heaps better because now it's like all nice and bright on the artwork, and I am not like a ghost, even though this is a creepy stream. I know that is very fitting. That is definitely very fitting. Gosh, I was like, some time ago, I had this joke about coffee, and it was like the creepiest, gothiest joke ever. And this morning I wanted to remember it, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember it. I know that I saved this joke on Instagram in like my pinned humor folder, but I could not find it, guys. I could not find it, and I'm so bummed because it was one of the coolest things I've ever heard. You think you fell asleep during the chaos of the crazy shipping fees? Yeah, I think so. You weren't exactly very chatty at that point, so I figured you'd fallen asleep. But yes, it was we got there in the end. We definitely got there in the end, which is great. But oh my gosh. Australia doesn't have a whole lot of, you know, stuff. And I feel like since the whole tariff deal, things have just gotten worse, and now we have even less stuff than we used to have. So that's painful. I recently had to, like, both my husband and I ordered stuff. David, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. It was ground. It was ground. No wonder it tasted like dirt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How we eat this dirt. But yeah. My husband and I ordered some stuff from the States recently. Because we don't have bags to go overseas, like not appropriate bags. So we had to order ourselves some bags, and we didn't know, but apparently when you order from the States, yeah, you have to pay like extra fees when it comes to Australia, like when it reaches the country, and oh gosh, guys. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. Why the States for luggage? Well, it was a good price, and you know, we just wanted those specific types of things. So, and my husband also ordered car parts for his car to fix it, and yeah, that we also got you know, hit with a lot of fees for that. So that was fun. That was really fun. I don't know why, but yeah, so we have like a lot of extra costs to deal with. Honestly, guys, if you haven't ever drawn a plant before, you really gotta like put that on your bucket list for life, because it is one of the most relaxing things to do is drawing plants. So much fun. So much fun. Oh, Jenny, I saw what you posted on Instagram about like the medical staff at veterinary clinics. And when I actually have the nicest and the best veterinarian ever. Supposedly some people really hate her. I'm not even joking, like really don't like her. Many people don't, no one wants to work with her, and her customers don't like her because when you go visit her, um, the first thing she does, Simon, thank you for the biddies. Is it going to read it?
What do you call your frequency?
Dearly departed. Dearly departed. That's like my plants, all of my plants. But yeah, as I was saying, pretty much everyone dislikes her because when you go to her, right, the first thing she will do is talk to your pet. Like, she won't talk to you, she will talk to your pet. I find that so adorable. Like, I am taking my pet to a place that is about my pet. I want it to be about my pet. But apparently, a lot of people feel like she doesn't have good people skills, and so they get really frustrated when she like talks to the pet, and she also like really tries to teach you a lot about, you know, what you can do to improve, which I find very helpful, but maybe some people don't like that. I don't know. But she's gotten a lot of grief for supposedly being a bad vet over the years. You talk to your patients too, it's hard not to. Yeah, well, I mean, they're so cute. They're cuter than their owners. So, I mean, I would, look, I would, and honestly, it's like when I was a kid, I really wanted to work with animals. I wanted to be a veterinarian. But I'm really glad I didn't. Because it's not for everyone. It takes so much emotional energy, especially when like you deal with so many traumatic things every day. And if you love animals a lot, which most of those people do, they wouldn't be in that career if they didn't. Um, yeah, it, like, can you imagine the creatures you love most in this world? Seeing them in pain every day, seeing them not being able to be saved, because the reality of it is, unfortunately, a lot of the time, the owners are the ones who get to make decisions about the welfare of their pets, and sometimes veterinarians need to put down animals that are perfectly healthy. There was a lady that went to see a veterinarian once, and she wanted to go on, I don't know, a 3-month holiday overseas, and she has a cat. And so she brought her cat in and said, "Can you please put my cat down? My perfectly healthy cat." And the vet said, well, why? Why would you want to do that? And she was like, "Well, I need to get rid of it because I don't want to give it away to someone else. And I'm going overseas, so I don't know what to do with it. So please put my cat down." And the vet offered to rehome this cat for her so that she wouldn't have to do anything. And no, she insisted selfishly that no, this cat has to be put down. She doesn't want it to have a life outside of her. That is how selfish she was. And yeah, unfortunately, vets are often put in that position to do stuff like that. I don't even know what I would do. I don't know how I deal with that. Like, you think it's such a fun job, but the reality is that's what people are like at times. It's horrible. You think I should draw a sketch with that as a prompt and call it Dearly Departed? Dover, please can you like just put that in the mods channel or something? I would totally love to do that. You definitely get highs and lows at vet hospital. Yeah, heck no, I know. Your vets will say no too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. But the reality is, like, sometimes the vets in that position are like, well, this person might try to do something worse or harmful to this animal. And so it's kind of like it becomes their moral responsibility, and it's so unfair. And it's not just vets, it's the vet nurses too, everyone involved. Like, I've seen so much trash about it. And I really don't get it. I mean, it has to be people that I feel personally don't deserve to have animals to begin with. Hello, crazy. Hopefully hell exists for people like that. Yes, I agree. Crazy, 100%. 100%, please. Like, I will help send them there. That is horrid behavior. Like, people like that, seriously. Just think for a bit. The sad thing is, even people who don't care about animals don't realize that people who do stuff like that to animals usually will be terrible to people as well. Usually, animal abuse and being a horrible person goes hand in hand. Like, there is so much evidence relating murderers and serial killers to people who have conducted animal abuse at a certain point in their lives. Like, that is not even a debatable thing. That is a fact. So even if you don't feel like animals have worthy lives, if you're one of those people that don't believe in that, well, it's got to make you think a little bit, right? I know, right, crazy? That would be so good. You have a lady who is taking her 6 cats to Germany with her, and that is not cheap. Oh my gosh. I cannot even imagine. I cannot even imagine. When I was a child, my parents were very, very poor. They didn't have much money at all. Like, there were times when my parents didn't even have food on the table. I didn't even realize that, because they always made sure I had food when I was young. So I never really knew just how poor we were. But my mum and my dad regularly went without food when we were younger. And just so that we could have something to eat. We would never know that we were poor. And we had to move across the country for a new job that my dad got. And I had to give up my 16 pet mice, my budgie, our pet cat, and I believe we had like some other animals as well at the time, but those were like my pets. And it was so hard. I could take I had one pet that we could afford for me to take with me when we moved. And so I know just how expensive it is to travel pets interstate. It's really, like, I cannot even imagine overseas, but interstate is already pricey. And then, yeah, it's like a lot more if you would want to travel internationally. But yeah, it was really sad. And no one's fault. We gave my pets, luckily, to the nicest pet store. We were actually friends with a guy at this pet store, and I was like, please, please, please make sure that they find good homes, because I couldn't do anything. Until this day, it really haunts me. I don't think that feeling ever goes away of, having given up your pet. But, when you just really can't, you can't. So that really sucked. But people who, travel their pets in a state, oh my gosh, that's dedication. That is so expensive. Really, really expensive. Hello, Essie, how are you? You are going to a wedding this weekend out of state. You have to leave your kitty with your mum and grandmother. First time leaving him since coming back to Florida. That is going to be so tough. I don't even know what I'm going to do with little Zazu for the 1 week that I am going to be traveling to Singapore. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Hell's too cool for them. Straight to purgatory. But doesn't purgatory give them like a chance to come back to Earth? Actually, that might be good for them so that they can redeem their actions. They can redeem their actions. They have to earn it back. They have to change their behavior. That might actually be a good punishment. I agree. I agree. Definitely having like so many issues with the lighting today, guys. I'm gonna try this. I don't know what I did before. It was like working a bit better. Like something was working slightly better before. I'm also going to actually get a new light soon. So, you know, I don't know if like moving it lower is gonna help. Actually, that's good. I like that. That is good. That is bothering me less in my eyes. You changed vets when you asked what food brand you could get your kitty, and they told you any is fine. You're like, no, there is certain foods that my previous vet told me to stay away from. Yeah, that is a really good, good move. Damn. My little goldfish. My vet is the only one in the entire state that can really treat fish. And so she treats exotic animals, and she's really talented. She gives lectures at universities. She absolutely loves animals, and she's like horrified at how the fishing industry actually doesn't take into account that fish can feel. We operate under the fact, well, not fact, under the illusion that fish cannot feel pain, when in reality that has not been proven at all. That is not a proven fact, and people just want to operate under that. Thank you for the follow, Zero Star. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Are we in an ad? Are we starting soon? No. No. Damn it. Damn it. Why? Why you do this to us? Thank you for putting my art out there. It's beautiful, and my soul is just as beautiful. Thank you, Sosa. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You have had 2 surrenders since you've been working at the animal hospital. Yeah, sometimes I think surrenders is a good thing. Um, like sometimes people just aren't in a place where they can actually take care of a pet. And I actually think it's the noble thing to do for them to give up their pet in that place. Sometimes where we reach a place where we can't even take care of ourselves when we get that low. Depression is a huge thing, and even though that it's super, super sad that someone who's depressed has to give up their pet, but I actually think it is probably the noblest, most unselfish decision for someone in that place to have the courage to give up something that they, brings them joy, something that makes them feel safe and comfortable, like a pet. Give that up for the welfare of that creature. Like, it's the right thing to do. It is the unselfish thing to do. And it's also an incredibly hard thing to do when you are already in a state of being depressed. So I think those people are really commendable for making that decision. I actually really admire that. Always hard to leave them on vacation. It is. Thankfully, in my case, Zazu actually loves my mum more than he loves me. So, I think he won't be sad that, I'm gone and he gets to just be with my mum for a week or whatever. So I don't think that will bother him. He does love me. He just doesn't love me as much as he loves my mum, which I've accepted. My mom is a very amazing person, so I don't blame him. I think he just he really sees how beautiful she is. You also just realize the purgatory you're thinking of is different. It's the one from Supernatural TV show. Purgatory is where God's failed creations were dumped. Yeah, I think there are a lot of different definitions for purgatory, probably. Among different religions. So what it depends which one you refer to, I guess. Because yeah, I don't think it will, at least the purgatory I know of is Catholic. And as far as I know, I don't think that in that it's a bad place. I think it's just a place where you have to redeem yourself. Zazie has a backup. Exactly, he does. He's actually taking a bath right now. I should show you guys. Look, guys, look, the little Zazie is having a bath. Look at him, guys. Look at him. I should definitely get Zazu a bigger bath bowl or something, because he really struggles taking a bath in that. Sometimes I put him in the shower and just leave the shower on for a bit. Maybe I should go do that for him right now. Maybe it's so cold. I don't really want him to get soaked and get his feathers wet, because I just worry that him being all wet and cold, it's not going to be good for him. So I don't really want him to take a bath, but then he tries anyway, and it's awkward seeing him trying to take a bath in that tiny thing. Because in summer, I actually let him shower with me, and he just walks around, in the shower. He loves the drips. Absolutely loves the drips. Does anyone else here follow along during Halloween, like what gets created and stuff like that? Does anyone else join in on that? Multiple interpretations, exactly, Dover. There's probably like a million different interpretations about that. Who knows? Who knows? In the States, your hospital recommends Hills. We have Hills too. Zazu has a backup. Yeah, he does. No worries, Deva. No worries. Did any of you guys, any of you guys aware of the artwork of Visual Jamie? I just thought about her as I was like rendering up these very fine details of my piece. She draws mostly, I think, pretty much only insects, and she's really good at putting detail in graphite illustrations. She's really insane. You wish you could follow Joloween. Instagram algorithm is crap. Would I recommend any other platform where I think creators are posting their Joloween creations? Blue Sky, maybe. I doubt it, Dover. Instagram, Instagram. Joloween is hosted by the beautiful, amazing artist Mab Graves. She is such a kind soul. Just a beautiful person in general. Like, if you don't even have to follow her for art. You can just follow her for who she is and what she spreads. She's amazing. But man, I was just going to rant about how amazing she was, and now I lost track of what I was going to say. But okay, so this is it. She is basically only on Instagram. It's the only platform she really posts on. Like, she reposts to Tumblr, but not really. So basically, she, nobody's really going to post their Halloween stuff elsewhere, and if they do, it's going to be so little that you probably won't see much. The one tip I have is last Halloween there was something that you could do viewing the tags. I think Mab will probably post about it again this year. It made it a lot easier to find people's posts, but I agree, Dover. It is just pretty trash. We all love the algorithm. I feel like the best time to have been on the internet was during like late 2000s. I guess we're still in the 2000s, right? But I mean, like, up until 2015 tops, like even by then it was starting to derail, but 2010, anything from the 2000s to 2010, in the 2020s. Is that not still the 2000s? What is that then? Oh my gosh, you guys!
Look at the Zazu! Look at the Zazu! He's just had his shower. He's had his shower. He's so cute, guys. I need to show you guys. Hey, Zazu! Want to say hello? Do you want to come out? You can come out. Why Why is your door not open? Come out. If you like. Maybe if you want to. There we go. We have the Zazu has been freed, guys. The Zazu has been freed. Hopefully you guys can see him. Did he just yawn? I think so. He's very sleepy. He's like, I don't know, he has a weird schedule.
He's more of a night owl like myself. Probably because when he was a baby, I kind of kept him up at late hours, so that's more. Oh my gosh, he's coming out, guys! Look,
Hey, Zazu. Are you gonna come out? Do you want to come out? You can fly to me if you like. Do you want to come to me? Now we have the Zazu, guys. There's the Zazu. There's the Zazu. We only see Zazu butt. Zazu butt now. Heck yeah. Super cute Zazu butt.
Oh my gosh. He's adorable, guys. He's absolutely adorable. I'm like almost done with this piece, and that means we can start a new herbal spice. I always feel nervous choosing a new one. I'm like, is this one going to be hard? And realistically, each one presents challenges of its own, so I just have to pave through. Pave through. Once you get started, it's... Don't listen to me, Siri. Once you get started, it's really not that bad. It's just getting started. I got passed on the greatest piece of advice. Someone told my brother this. It is honestly, guys, the secret to productivity. I'm gonna give you guys the biggest secret to productivity, to getting anything done, any task you despise, right? So sometimes we have these like really big projects, and they feel like this mountain to, you know, we can't see the end in sight. It feels huge. And so we procrastinate until eventually it's like doom and gloom. But the secret is, all you gotta do is force yourself to spend 10 minutes just looking at that task. You have to focus for 10 minutes on that task. You don't have to actually do anything. You can just think about it, right? So if this is like an art project that you haven't started, that 10 minutes will look like thinking about how you would maybe the canvas, right? Like yesterday, we started my Drawloween piece, right? That was paving the way. That was setting the foundation. It would be 10 minutes looking for the appropriate canvas to buy. Then it would be 10 minutes planning the composition, or just starting to think about the composition. You only spend 10 minutes. Don't go more than that. Just do 10 minutes. It's actually mind-boggling how much your brain does in 10 minutes to just... And then it's not just that 10 minutes, actually. You have spent 10 minutes familiarizing yourself with that task. You go away, and you'd be surprised, but your brain keeps ticking away at that project. But if you hadn't familiarized yourself with it for that 10 minutes, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to store it there and have it, you know, tick away. And is that ticking away? That is so helpful, especially in creative careers. If you're a writer, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, those are probably best optimized by that. It's insane. It's really changed my life, guys. I sometimes assign a task for myself, and I will simply spend 10 minutes that day just looking at it. I time block it. I only work on it during that time that I've blocked out. I get done what I can. I don't continue. I move it later. It is so helpful. Do you remember reading an article back when they were genuine, not AI slop? Oh my gosh, aren't those hard to find now? About how the human brain is capable of undivided attention, like literally for around 15 minutes. After that, a different thought inevitably pops up, could be related or something something different entirely. Could you clarify that a bit, Dover? I think I understand, but I'm not sure. Not sure I completely understand. Textual hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Doug Fudge. I appreciate that. How are you? Hello, Castavan. Welcome back. So, oh, thank you, Textual. I appreciate that. If you are, say, drawing something, you are entirely focused on everything that has to do with that particular drawing for around 15 minutes. After that, your mind begins to wander, sometimes towards something slightly related to that drawing, sometimes far away, like, oh crap, did I leave the stove on? That is, yeah, I think, we definitely have a very short attention span. Well, the Zazu is preening now, guys. So cute. Haven't been on Twitch in a long while. Did you get busier? Did life start getting in the way? It happens. It definitely happens. Hello, Al. I'm so glad you made so much progress on that book of yours yesterday. Rewriting those emotional chapters. I know that it was rough, but you got there. Congrats. Whereabouts are you guys from? Duck Fudge and where'd you go? Textual. Duck Fudge and Textual. Whereabouts are you guys from? Oh, Casey. Oh my gosh, guys, we just got rated by the amazing Casey Snow. Yay! Guys, please go check out Casey's art. Wrong one, guys. There we go. Thank you so much, everyone from the raid. How are you guys? This is a professional raid. Have we had an unprofessional raid, you're saying? Guys, please go check out Casey Snow art. Casey is freaking amazing. Casey also loves to educate us and teach us about all kinds of creatures and art. And also, Casey loves dinosaurs. Please go check her out, guys. My name is Naka, guys. This is my tiny little cozy studio. I love chatting with you guys in here. We do co-working together. We do oil painting. We do graphite sketches like today. We also do watercolor. There are goldies in the tank, and we have...
Hey, Zazu! Super cute little Zazu. How cute is the Zazu?
Heck yes. But yeah, welcome everyone. And Casey, do you want to drop a work in progress, or do you have some socials you would like to share with us? That's an old clip. I actually told it to choose recent clips. So maybe you don't have any recent clips on your channel. Nice ranchos. Thank you, Angoy. Thank you so much. They're my babies. I'm like obsessed with goldfish. I even drew goldfish recently. I drew a little girl riding some goldfish, which I posted on my Patreon. Thank you for the follow, Yango. How are you? It's a snowstorm. Heck yes. We will brave this snowstorm. Brave this snowstorm. Thank you guys immensely for the raid. Really appreciate it. Hello. One sec. You take your time. Don't worry about it. We have been working on herb and spice jar illustrations. So today I was drawing mint for those herb and spice jar illustrations we were doing. Yeah, links in chat are okay. You have a blue sky link. Heck yes. Nice calico telescope. What nice calico telescope. Heck yes, we have links. We have links, guys. Let's go. Open up the linkies in the chat. All the linkies. There we go. Oh my gosh, guys. Look. Save the Vaquita? I feel like I've heard about the Vaquita before. They're really cute. That is so cute. Not sure how you feel about a sticker and possible t-shirt design. Open to feedback. They are beautiful. They are really beautiful. You're in sunny old England, bro. Isn't it summer there right now? Look, I would not trade places with you at all. We have just started getting out of our winter. I am so glad. I hate winter. I would probably never cope in England. I've heard it's miserable. Love my style so much. These are charming. Thank you, Casey. Guys, please go and give Casey Snow Art a follow. I just love how you raise awareness about so many different animals during your live streams and through your art. I think that's incredible. Truly, truly incredible. No ad. We skipped this ad. They are so cute though. Oh my gosh. Oh look. See guys, that's what I mean. That's how adorable they are. See guys, they're so cute. We cannot lose them. But I love what you've done. This is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Do I not follow you? Oh, I'm not logged in. That's fine. I'm not logged in. It happens. We log out on occasion. But yeah. Oh gosh, this orangutan you did? That is so good. Agreed, we must save them. Thanks for the boost. You're welcome. Definitely. Definitely. That is beautiful. I love how you did the fur. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Also, didn't you get featured in like at TwitchCon? Was it at TwitchCon or was it something else? You got featured for being one of the like most creative educational streamers on Twitch, didn't you? Was that you? I feel like that was you. I saw that recently. I was like, I know Casey. Still cold here though. Oh, I bet. I don't think it's ever not cold in the UK. I think it's just permanently cold weather there. Oh my gosh. My tricolored bubble eye goldfish. I don't actually have a telescope, Ungoy. It may just seem that way. I can show you which ones I have. Hang on.
Alright, let's take a trip to Goldfish Lane, guys. A trip to Goldfish Lane. I'll show you guys my goldies. So these are the babies. This one is Ponyo. No, wait, this one's Freckles. Sorry. Ponyo and Freckles look similar, but this is Ponyo. Ponyo doesn't have the little speckles. This one's Freckles. This little tiny one is Chuki from the Heidi character. Look at her little face, guys. She's so cute. This little one is Pipkin. This little one is Nori. Nori is named after seaweed. Got little Nori. And then this little white one here, squishing in between all the others because they love coming close to me. This little one is Pitsy, which is named after lace in Finnish. As you guys can see, they are so cute. So bubbly and happy. They bring me so much joy. I love goldfish. Look at their little wiggles. Happy little faces. So cute, guys. So freaking cute. Absolutely love them. Love them dearly.
Heck yes, guys. Heck yes. We also have Zazuking back. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you for the follow, Rag. I appreciate that. How are you? Hopefully you guys got to enjoy the little goldies. They are expecting food. Give them some noms. Feeding them too much is not good for them. They get food once a day, and that's it. Overfeeding goldies is really bad for them. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. They're so cute though. So cute. So circular. I know. So round little bobbies. Sadly, you got a raid and run. Have a great rest of the stream. No worries, no worries. You have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for that raid, Casey. I appreciate that. Love them. They are so cute. Yes. Yes, Goldie's definitely so cute. All right, so we will go and continue my little mint drawing, guys. Little mint drawing. Going to continue. He knew this little one. Pretty much almost there, guys. I'm just adding a little bit of detail. I'll show you guys the herb and spice jars that I'm working on for this one. This is actually a label for a set of herb and spice jar drawings for my kitchen. And I really wanted to have my own unique labels. So I decided, since there weren't any that I really liked, I would just make my own. Make my very, very own ones.
Attention to the goldfish. Seriously, it's been watching me for hours.
And watching you for hours. Oh gosh. Rag and Running, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Cuteness overload. Can't take any more. Bleh. I hope you die of cuteness, Doba. It's the best way to go out. It's honestly the best way to go out. You're sure they disagree with that assessment of overfeeding, but it's for the best. Yeah, exactly. They always want food. That's the thing about goldfish. They always look hungry. They always want food. They're like constant little feeders. And they are plant piranhas. I tried giving them so many plants before, guys. I've tried like every different kind of plant possible. They eat it so fast, and plants are not cheap. Like aquatic plants are not cheap. So we've come to the conclusion that there is no way I can give them plants, which is really sad. I liked giving them plants, but they just eat it up so quick. So there's that. Goldies are constant feeders. Constant. It's insane. Oh my gosh. I think we definitely have time for another drawing. Oh, what can we do? We can do what herbal spice? I will have to show you guys the herb and spice jars that I've made previously. I will quickly go grab those. But guys, we have finished this illustration of mint. Mint is done. Heck yes. So I have plenty, but I'll show you guys the jars first. Give me one sec. So these are the little labels, guys. We have basil. Oh, you can focus on that. This is the label I made for basil. Obviously, this is done on very, very trashy paper, and also it's not colored. I will be coloring it. Maybe it'll be working better if I do it like this. There we go. That is slightly better. It will zoom in so you guys can see the detail. This is basil. And then we have dill. We also have coriander. So these are tiny, tiny little herb and spice jars I am working on, guys. As you guys can tell. The tiniest of jars. And I've just done one for mint. I'll show you guys. We have done so many. So many. You've got to split too. It's 2:30 a.m. and you are off to bed. No worries, Duck Fudge. See you and thank you for following. We have 30 seconds before ad starts. All right, mint. I think it's thyme, I think. I don't know. Ginger. Parsley. Dill. Paprika. Thank you for the follow, Doug Fudge. Am I planning on selling them? Yes, they will be in my store. Oregano. Mustard. Fennel. Coriander. Chives. Nutmeg. And rosemary. Basil. And chili. So we have done a lot, guys. So many. I'm just gonna spray this one to set it. But yes. So many, guys. So many. Hello, goldies. Hello, little friends. Alright, we might start one more, I think. One more. So many. So many. Definitely have so many. Alright, so how are you, future oil cleaner? Let's see. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back from the ad. They will always accept food every time. Exactly. Christmas cat, hello. Basil's so cute. I love them. Is it time? So I will be selling the jars and also just the labels as well. So I'm selling the labels. Once I'm done with the whole project, I will be selling... Oh no. Did we crash? No, we're okay. We are definitely having issues at the moment. We will be selling the labels in my shop once I am done. You guys can choose to either just buy the labels or you can choose to buy the labels with the jars as well. I feel like we are lagging a lot right now, guys. Really lagging. Dropped frames, lots of dropped frames. Not sure why. Not sure why. Hopefully it's going to recover. Please yes, please yes. Are we okay now, guys? We all good? I think so. It is estimated that around 40 different spice and herb plants hold global significance. Am I considering making 40 different labels? Yes. Yes, Doma, I am. I know that that sounds crazy, but I am. I have made a lot of progress so far. The challenge is accepted. I am doing it. I am definitely I'm trying to make the most complete possible collection that we can get, and obviously like once I am finished I will keep adding to it continually, making more, and then hopefully I have this beautiful project once we are done. So yes. So human Cayenne. How the heck do I say that? I've never even heard that word said. Bay, like bay leaves, sage, turmeric, ginger. Let me see what sage and turmeric look like. Oh gosh, sage has those beautiful floofy leaves. Yes. I've seen sage before. Sage has pretty floofy leaves, guys. So pretty. It's like lovely. Thank you for the follow, Necroly. Thank you so much. And it has really nice textured leaves as well. Oh my gosh. So cool. Yes. We shall do this. We shall draw sage. We have not yet drawn sage. I want a sage plant with the roots, please. Is there any example? I want to see those little roots. Oh my gosh, I have one. I have a cool one. Heck yes. Some few little examples. I feel like I'm becoming so educated on this whole project that by the time I'm going to be done with drawing all of these, I'm literally, you know, going to have each of them memorized. It's insane. Sage seedlings. I have lots of little, oh my gosh, these are adorable little baby sage. Baby sage, guys. Alright, we are doing another one. I also really love the beautiful, look at this, guys. Look at the beautiful texture that you can do with the sage plant. That is some gorgeous texture. I've also got this. Really cool. Really cool example. And this little one, I love the way it's like its leaves compositionally pop like that. So I'm gonna do a bit of a combo. I do like the really robust feel of this one. So yeah. We are doing another. Alright. We'll see how we go. I'll move this out the way. Oh, this one is cool too. Quite cool. I do love the way that the sage leaves like really stick up. Oh no. We are having lots of issues at the moment, guys. Not good. Not good, guys. Not sure why. Hopefully we're okay. Okay. Everyone ready to draw some sage? Guys, I have to show you.
Little Zazie is having some foodies. Hey, Zazie. Oh, are you scared of the camera? He's scared of the camera. He's scared of the camera, guys. Oh, poor little Zazie.
Poor little Zazie. He's really cute, guys. Really cute. Look at him. He's gone back to eating. He's gone back to eating, nomming and munching, guys. Look at that happy, happy little birdie. So happy. Alright. Time to draw. Let's go, guys. Gotta do this. Ava, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I finished trying to find everything again for Sage. It's taken me ages and ages, but I still haven't gotten anything.
It definitely has. You haven't gotten anything. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't screw up the whole stream. We're all good. We're all good, guys. Okay. So the difficult part is usually just getting the first bits of the drawing out. I wonder which one was the most challenging of all of these so far. I've definitely had my fair share of struggles with some of them, particularly because I am anthropomorphizing the plants, which means I have to add eyes and stuff, and so that does make it occasionally tricky. Tricky to navigate. I'm loving this little sage plant. What spice or herb are we on? Sage, silly cube, sage. I kind of wanted to make the leaves, I guess, slightly... Let me see what the roots look like. I do wonder whether we go a little bit larger for the leaves and then the stem. Oh my gosh, Dover! Dover! You think of ghosts when you hear Sage? Yeah, I know, right? It definitely has that sort of connotation to it. Definitely. Alright, I kind of want to make all of these leaves just larger, basically. Dover, thank you for the biddies.
We will share forever family very sensitive. Wow, you're so insensitive.
You're so insensitive. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. Heck yes. Don't be insensitive, guys. Don't be that way. Okay? Cool. This little one is starting to shape up really nicely. I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna give it like beautiful curvy windy roots all wrapped together. Lots and lots of sage roots. Little tiny windy roots. I want to make them kind of look like little tentacles. Oh dear. We have so much lag at the moment, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. That is really strange. Looks great. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Jedi Knight. I appreciate that. You can't see well. That rock on my finger is blinding you. Oh gosh, thank you. Do the highlight thing, that is really, really unique. I've never seen that before. Was I on an adventure yesterday? What do you mean, Keith? What do you mean? It reminds you of a mandrake. I've drawn what was it? Ginger? And Ginger kind of looked like a mandrake. So I have drawn one that does kind of look like a mandrake. Mandrakes are super fun to draw. Everybody loves a mandrake. They're just adorable. It's a message effect and it costs bits. Okay. I've never seen it before. Maybe you were just seeing stuff. Don't mind you. You're off your meds. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't out yesterday. I was here in the studio streaming for about 5 hours. So I don't think I was on any adventures yesterday. I definitely was on some arty adventures. That's for sure. So if that is what you are referring to, then most definitely yes, I was on an adventure. 6 hours. Yeah, it was 6 hours, wasn't it, Dave? It was longer. Much, much longer. It was 6 hours. That was the adventure. Exactly. Yeah. We did lots of commissions yesterday. You guys were absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Huge thanks. Huge thanks. So we drew 6 shooter from Puppet Master for Crazy RS. And we drew Figment, Disney's Figment. So they were really, really fun. Little Figment was so cute. I love him. I love him. He's adorable. That was the adventure. Yes, I was on for 6 hours yesterday. Very long stream. Very, very long stream. It was kind of chaotic. And that was right off the back. Gosh, we have so much lag, guys. I'm just going to change to close this. Maybe that helps. Because we're getting intermittent lag right now. Or at least on my end we are. I don't know how it looks for you guys, but still lagging. How come? How come? Let me see. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. How did 6 shooter come out? Really good. I can show you in a bit. He hasn't been sent off yet, so both Figment and 6 shooter will send off tomorrow. Tomorrow is already Friday. The video is stuttering a bit, then goes back to normal, and just then there was an audio glitch. You'd think Twitch in general is laggy. I am not the only channel doing it. Okay. Because yeah, I can't see what's wrong on my end. Everything on my end seems to be fine. Very frustrating. I just love making each and every one of them different. I feel like that needs to be the goal. They need to be all super unique. So each little plant, I try to vary how I do the roots, how I do everything. I want them to shine. Shine in who they are. Currently 73 pages in book 2. But now it's going to be more focused on the main character and likely focus on mental health and applying horror to it. Nice. Good job, you're making progress. Could most likely be Twitch itself. Earlier today, the site didn't load for you at all. Kept throwing module not found error. You had to reset your Twitch related cookies, and that meant you had to sign in again and change all your BTTV settings back to what you are used to. Quite the hassle. That sucks. That could definitely be Twitch. Full Metal, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Because yeah, on my end here, I am not seeing any dropped frames. No problems. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. Thank you for the follow, Full Metal. I appreciate that. Basically, the passage you're writing now is the main character went into his magical space where time moves differently, and when her and the girl leave the space, there's a slight lag and the main character wakes up. She's told she had a seizure and was passed out for 5 hours despite it feeling like 3 minutes, and now she's not sure if she's losing her mind. Ooh, the plot thickens. They kind of look like earthworms in a way. Little earthworms. Hoover, thank you for the biddy. Appreciate that.
Advice is spoken. Suddenly helping adding topsoil to your body every day. The plot thickens.
Plot thickens? Definitely. The plot thickens, guys. They look like little tentacles, guys. Little tentacles. Mm. We are in an ad break, unfortunately, guys. That's okay. That is okay. Starting to draw these little sage leaves, guys. Look at them. They are going to be so fun. So fun. They almost have unrealistic leaves. Like they look slightly alien, these little sage leaves. I don't know. So cute. So cute, so precious. I love how fluffy they are. It's beautifully, beautifully fluffy. You were gone from Twitch because life has been a bit rough. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope life is less rough now, or that Twitch brings you comfort. Twitch is always like such a great place to just hang with friends. I feel like most, especially in the art community, most of the people who are here on Twitch are seeking companionship, interaction, like the whole Twitch sphere basically. Like you are not on Twitch if you don't want to make friends to some degree. So I hope that, Twitch brings you peace. Sage is so fun. Do you guys have a favorite herbal spice? One that you like to use in food all the time? If you had to choose one, what would it be? What herbal spice would it be, guys? You're generally not one to seek comfort online when you have problems IRL, and actually the issues pulled you offline, so that was it. Okay, yeah. Which herb or spice do you prefer? What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? It's like sometimes the internet can create problems and sometimes it can help take them away. It's like weird, right? Really weird. It's a balance, as are all things in life. These sage leaves are so fun though, guys. Ooh, I love this song. Yay. H-Facted, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, dude. Welcome. Yay! I cannot wait to get this whole project done, guys. This is going to be, I feel like a few years ago, I thought my Drawloween piece that I was undertaking was an almost unfinishable project. It felt like never ending. And back then I hadn't even started this one. And now I just think, oh my gosh, the Drawloween thing was so tiny. This is a much more extensive project. But I know that, you know, it's like, I'm like a drop of water, right? I just have to remind myself, I'm like a drop of water. One drop every day is going to consistently bore a hole in this piece of rock. It's fairly circumstantial. Someone like you finds solace online because you are surrounded by people you can't vibe with. Yeah. And I feel very similar to that, Dover. Like, for me, my online community is a space where, like, I don't generally find people that have that much in common with me in real life. And so, you know, I can surround myself with people that are very like-minded, have very similar interests online, and that brings me joy, brings me comfort. And then there are, you know, actually people who have a really rough time online, and, you know, it can actually not be a good place. I've genuinely found people who have, you know, taken breaks from the internet, and it's been like a really good thing for them. I think it just kind of depends on who you hang out with online and the communities you vibe with. All of that is going to play a part. I guess moral of the story, try to hang out in good places if you can. Oh my gosh, I think it's definitely recognizable as Sage. I hope. I hope. So many leaves, guys. I still have to scan all of these little drawings once I am done. That is going to be a fun time. I have to clean them all up, scan them all in, print them all out. Oh my gosh, it is going to be super time consuming. Cinnamon and oregano. Ooh, cinnamon and oregano. I've drawn oregano. I don't think we've drawn cinnamon though. Definitely one that I have to add to my list. Cinnamon's definitely a really delicious one. you can't be abrasive, so you don't really get too close to anyone around you online or off. You can be abrasive, so you don't really get too close to anyone online or offline. That's really sad, Castafon. It's really sad. I mean, I don't know what to say to that other than it's really sad that you feel that way. These leaves are going to be really hard. Do I ever do the cinnamon challenge? Did I ever do it back in the day? What's the cinnamon challenge? It's okay. That's just really sad. Actually, these are going to be incredibly fun to draw. Just realized. Where you had to eat like a spoonful of powdered cinnamon and people are like spitting it out. It was terrible. Oh my gosh. That sounds insane. Sounds really insane. Stella, thank you so much for the follow. Stella Kitsune Illustrates. I feel like I've heard your name before. Have I come across you on Instagram? It's super dangerous as people have actually died from it once or twice. What? From having a spoonful of cinnamon? Why? How? How can you die from that? You don't know? Are you on Instagram? I feel like I've seen your name around before. What you've been doing a lot for a few months is eating cinnamon stick. Oh my gosh. I feel like, what herbal spice do I not enjoy? A lot. Too much fennel? I don't enjoy too much fennel. Definitely don't. You are from Instagram? I feel like I've seen you around on Instagram before. I had to have. Basically dries the hell out of your body, making it harder to break down. Like, is that just if you eat too much cinnamon though, or is it just having a spoonful? Having a spoonful does not seem like something really severe, you know. Just one spoonful. One little spoonful surely could not hurt. Right. You don't know what fennel is, but wasabi grosses you out. Wasabi? I quite like wasabi. I don't really like spicy things, but I love the flavor that you get from wasabi. I think that is just amazing. Love it. But mostly I am not a fan of things too spicy. Not huge fan. This is going to be a super detailed one, I reckon. Definitely going to take its sweet time to finish. Because it's got really detailed leaves, and I have to make sure I get these little furry patterns right. You can accidentally inhale it, making it difficult to get out of your system, you think? People chug shots of Fireball whiskey. A spoon of cinnamon doesn't sound too bad. It's just too dry. Yeah, it wouldn't be too appealing to eat like a whole spoonful of cinnamon. When I was a kid, my mum was making these like always making chocolate cookies or stuff, and I was forever smelling and looking at the cacao. And whenever she had the powder out, I would be like, I want a spoonful. And I kept nagging her every time she said, it's not going to taste good. You don't want it. And then finally she got tired of me nagging and she said, okay, fine, have a spoonful. You won't enjoy it. And I did have a spoonful. It was disgusting. It was so bad. I could not, as a kid, I could not understand how cocoa powder or cacao powder, cocoa powder, I don't know, how the powder does not taste like chocolate. Like, it boggled my mind. Eggplant is the best vegetable you've had. I'm okay with eggplant. Randomly craving eggplant and eating it with rice and soy sauce. I'm not a huge soy sauce fan. I only really like soy sauce in my like sushi. Because it's all sugar. Yeah, exactly. But I had no idea, Dover, so like I didn't believe my mum. I thought she was lying to me. How could I? How could I not believe her? She was so nice. She even warned me. She could have just been like, have at it. Enjoy. But no, she warned me multiple times before just letting me go. Sometimes I think our parents are much nicer than we would be. Because I just think if I was a parent, I'd probably just let my kid taste it the first go and be like waiting for the moment to see their reaction. Eggplant, okra, summer squash. Yeah, that does sound good. You side with my mom, that's a teaching moment. I learned, didn't I? I definitely did learn, Dover. But still, afterwards, I was like, Mom, why does it not taste like chocolate? Why does this taste bad? So I didn't understand. And she kept saying it's the sugar that goes with it makes it sweet. But I was like, but it smells like chocolate. It looks like chocolate. Why not be chocolate? Yeah. Growing up's hard, right, guys? The parts of growing up. Guys.
Look, little Zazu is sleeping. Little Zazu is sleeping, guys. He's so cute.
Oh my gosh. So cute. So cute. If I know a user named Stella Kitsune on Instagram, then yeah, that's you. To answer my thought from before. I think I do. Your name is like super familiar. I've seen you around. But anyway, welcome. Welcome. I want to see what these little leaves look like close up. Super fuzzy. That's all I know. Your latest Instagram reel was you redesigning an old OC of yours, so I might have seen that reel. I get around, so it's possible. I have seen a lot of OCs recently. I will double check and see if that was you. Insta does not do a good job at showing us each other's content though, so there's that. The Instagrams are cursed, guys. The Instagrams are very cursed. You have made really good progress on this one so far. Gosh. I always feel like it's those final steps that get me bogged down the most, though. I don't know why. The little details that suck me in near the end. Terrell, thank you for the biddies.
What is 1,000 times better than Instagram?
Instakilogram. Oh, yes. I feel like anything's better than Instagram. Pretty much anything. I feel like I have trash talked Instagram so much that if they ever wanted to like make me a sponsor or partner or something, they would be like, no. You are against the Instagrams. We shall never let you in. If you guys had to choose your favorite social media platform right now, what would it be? Because mine's definitely Twitch. Twitch right here. My favorite platform to be on. Because it feels the most genuine. You can actually like interact with the streamers, with the chat, make real friends, make real connections. I don't think I have. I mean, Instagram used to be that back in the day, but it's not. The only people I have that with on Instagram still are people I formed those connections with when Instagram was still a good place to be. But I don't feel like I've been making like new connections through Instagram. The only ones I do are usually ones that I create here through Twitch, and then I drag them to Instagram. But Twitch or 4chan for you? What's 4chan? I haven't heard of 4chan. Discord, sometimes Twitch. You live on Instagram? Well, see, I kind of live on Instagram, but I only really post there now because my favorite artists, right? Every time I go on there, if I don't manually look them up, I don't see their posts. I'm like, no, what the point? What be the point? So it really gets to me, guys. I've been on Instagram since the early days. Does anyone here remember Instagram in the early days when it had that you had like a featured wall or gallery. Like you had your posts, right, down the bottom, but then you had like a beautiful grid, a gallery grid, and it was always everyone's like goal to make their grid look beautiful. Um, Unlike the grid that we have now, which is just like squares, this was a collagey type of grid, and it just looked really nice and special. And I don't know, I liked Instagram back then. That was my that was my favorite time to be on Instagram. Now it's Twitch. Twitch is where I live. Twitch is where I'll die. Bury me on the Twitch sphere. I don't want to know. Okay. So read about 4chan. Always stories about how people on that platform are usually badass. You remember when AIM or AOL was your social media before even MySpace? Yeah. I didn't have a lot of friends using AIM. Maybe it was like a bit more popular before my time. For my friends, it was Skype. Skype, like, you would go on Skype every day and basically just like check if your friends are online. You would randomly call them. And ironically, back then, for some reason, it felt so easy to just give your friends a phone call. And it felt really nice to get a phone call from your friends. And it really, I don't know, something changed. Socially, something changed because we're not like that. I do still have a Skype account, Dover. I do. I don't log on there, but I do. It's still active. That's strange because they discontinued Skype and merged everything with Microsoft Teams. I'm pretty sure I still logged into Skype a year or two ago. When did they do that? Because, yeah, I still use Skype, I think a year or so ago for some client thing. Client wanted to meet up on Skype, and I was like, fine, I got Skype, that's okay. Sweet Holly, hello, thank you for the follow. Heck yes. Recently, like a couple months ago. Okay, then I probably don't have a Skype account anymore, Dover. Because yeah, like I said, I don't really log on there. The last time was like a year or so ago, maybe even 2 years ago. Actually, it was more than 2 years. It was probably more like 3 years ago. You lost a couple of dollars from Skype balance. You use the app quite often to make direct calls to your parents. However, whenever WhatsApp started to act up, I don't like WhatsApp. I really don't like WhatsApp. Two little leaves done, guys. Naka talks about hating soy a few minutes ago. Now someone called Soyaholic follows. The Twitch gods were listening. No, no hate on you, Soyaholic. If you want to enjoy soy, that's fine. I only like soy with sushi, but other than that, soy and me, we're not so good friends. I think I started disliking soy a bit more when I started doing HelloFresh. Um, because some of their dishes they just get really lazy and they only add soy as a means of flavoring and it just is just too much and we had a couple of dishes like that and it just started putting me off of soy a little bit, so that's why. um WhatsApp seems to be prominent only in some regions. It's usually like small clusters or social platforms in different regions across the world. Exactly, Dover. Some of my relatives that live overseas are obsessed with WhatsApp, and I'm just like, why? Why? I hate this platform. There are like a million other platforms you could be using. Why this one? Why this one? WhatsApp is only for staying in touch with family for you. Yeah, for me too. WhatsApp's good if you're interested in chatting with international friends without running your phone's data plan, making international calls. See, that's so untrue, Al. That is so untrue. WhatsApp uses your data. This is a huge misconception, and I've been telling my relatives overseas this as well. How do you think that you can send data without it costing you data? Like that's just not true. That is a lie. It's not. It's not though. It takes data. It does take data. That's just a lie. I don't know. I think maybe they had some deals ages ago, maybe, or something. I'm not sure where that misconception grew from, but they do take your data. Um, we have Discord for international calls. Exactly. Discord is so much better in general already. Like, I wish my family would rather be on Discord. I'd just be like, yay! Finally! Finally. You turn off your data and just use Wi-Fi. WhatsApp will not take your funds. These leaves are going to take me quite some time. They are so detailed. They're like drawing fur on animals. Um, Drawing fur on animals is just one of those really time-consuming tasks. But that's okay, guys. That is really okay. We enjoy the process. It looks like their leaves get a little darker near the tips, like they have a more whitish appearance up the top, I think. You never use Discord on your phone sounds like a scary idea. Why? The UI is horrible. What? I actually think it has a pretty decent UI compared to most apps. I think think it's okay. I think it's pretty good. Like it used to be definitely used to be worse. But it's improved a lot now. I think it's pretty good now. I mean, it's much better than WhatsApp. WhatsApp's UI looks so dated. It looks like, oh gosh, it hasn't been updated for 10 years. You only use Discord on your phone. Your phone is so old and low budget, you suspect the app would bloat it to bad performance. If you are sticking to messaging for your people, sure, but if you want to explore like you would want to on PC, good luck. Yeah, no, I get that, Dover. I get that. But I think if you're wanting to do that anyway, like having a real keyboard is like necessary anyway. I don't know. WhatsApp is dangerous. Why is that? It's just because dangerous because it's Facebook. Because Facebook definitely is dangerous. You agree with WhatsApp too. It's not good on the phone. You tend to use the PC version more. See, I would, but the PC version keeps getting logged out because reasons, and then you have to log in with the phone all the time, and so the PC version is not reliable. So I really dislike that one. I just dislike anything WhatsApp in general. I hate using WhatsApp. I think it's probably my most hated platform. I don't know why anyone uses it. It's really terrible. It's such a pretty plant. So pretty. So pretty. Sorry for all this lag, guys. I don't know why we are doing so bad. Getting all this lag. You know. So bad. You agree with what I said about Discord. You wished everyone would use it. Yeah, it should be the main chatting platform online. I mean, I know a lot of people still use Facebook Messenger, but yeah. Did Australia ever have AOL or AIM? Yeah, we did have AIM. But like I said, it wasn't very big, or at least not in my time. perhaps it was for people like a little bit before my time when I was online. I started going online when I was around 30. Made my own website when I was 13. Started joining like I think I had a website about my mice. I had a website about my parrot, my guinea pigs, my gaming clan. I made a website for my gaming clan, which at the time was just me, my dad, and my family, like my family. But eventually we joined different clans, and so yeah. But so I was very much like growing up online when I was younger. And I do think that, you know, having grown up online like I did is partly the reason I'm comfortable being a live streamer. Like I don't know if I hadn't grown up online like I did, I don't know if I would be doing this. It just, I don't know, different perspectives on things. And it leads you down different paths. A lot of my friends who are also artists and I've encouraged to take on live streaming just haven't really found it to be their thing. And it's just, you know, different for everyone. What was your favorite place to spend time online when you were younger, when you were a kid, guys? For me, it was definitely in my gaming communities. Like I was a moderator for various gaming communities when I was younger, and I would spend countless hours on those communities, just hanging out, making friends. So most of the time, like I would be online playing video games. Criminals use it to pursue victims? How exactly? Um, like, can't they already just do that with your phone number? Like, what's the difference, really? It was more tactile for you, lots of board games. When did you start really living online, Dover? Because I know that you live online now. You cannot hide that fact from me. I know you live online. Your whole life's online, Dover. You used to mostly play games like Stick RPG on Newgrounds, cool game for a kid at your age at the time who didn't have the money for new games. That's so cool, Owl. That's so cool. I remember when I was a kid, like the main game that I played was actually a free game. But also my dad subscribed to this magazine called PC Case Gear, and it's a massive wait, was it PC Case Gear? Maybe it wasn't PC Case Gear. PC Case Gear is a store. I don't know if they also had a magazine, but basically I was constantly going through the CDs. So you would get CDs with each magazine that you were subscribed to, and they would have demos and sometimes completely free games. So I, as a kid, would be going through these magazines and effectively just looking for free games that I could play, guys. All the free stuff. All the free stuff. You'd say IAR 2013? What's that? What's that? It's also crazy to me how back then, the internet was actually an incredibly safe place compared to today. Um, I mean, I was a, 13-year-old kid, basically with my own websites and whatnot, completely unsupervised, pretty much, or at least I think I was. Um, Pretty sure I was completely unsupervised, unless my parents were like watching over my back, which I don't think they were. Um, just because of, a couple of the weird things that I did would just have been so cringe that I feel like they would have at least warned me. We all have our cringy 13-year-old online moments. But yeah, basically, I just think about how massively the internet has changed. Like a 13-year-old kid nowadays, freely roaming online. I don't know, that the idea of that to me, I don't think that if I had a kid, I don't think I would be comfortable letting my 13-year-old just be free online and do whatever the heck they wanted to. And it's really sad because I had that freedom when I was 13. I was able to go online, browse whatever I wanted, chat with probably anybody, and it was, for the most part, like, it was a really safe place. I don't even recall any really bad things happening until, I was probably about 20 years old. That was probably when I first started encountering like weird bad things online. And for the most part, my whole online experience was pretty chill. Whereas nowadays, like me knowing what the internet's like now, there's no way I would, if I had a child, I would let my 13-year-old roam free online. It's just so unsafe. Yeah, thinking back, you're like, wow, they really took advantage of kid me. Well, I did have that stuff like that starting to happen, but it was when I was much older, Jenny. Like, it was definitely still not good, but I don't think anything unsafe really happened when I was young online. I feel like for the most part back then the internet was just a really healthy, wholesome place, at least where I hung out. Like maybe it depends where you hung out, obviously, but um even now, like the places where I would have hung out, I would not let a 13-year-old kid hang out there. It just does not seem safe anymore. I feel like it's just changed too much. It was all actions with action brackets. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest emote, Dover. The cutest ever emote. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. So cute. So cute. Read your text wall, please. Oh, um, you used to be part of a roleplay community a long time ago on AIM or AOL. It was sometime that was around back in 1999 to 2005-ish, but started fading around 2003 or 4. The RPGing started with like fighting, and there was a lot of you using characters from anime like Dragon Ball Z and Ninja Scroll and random other Japanese franchise. And of course, this was going on as well. And within teenagers, of course, there was the inappropriate side too. But was there any I'm talking like specifically sexual harassment? I think like obviously teenagers were goofing off doing teenage like, but for the most part back then the amount of sexual harassment that you would have found online was just a lot less. um that was just my experience. Like if I was a parent back then, I would have been totally comfortable letting my kid be online supervised. But nowadays, I don't know, guys. I don't think I would be. Just doesn't seem like a safe for a kid. Sorry, trying. This difficulty. I hope. My mum and I are going to the post office on Friday. Wait, no, yeah, on Friday. Friday afternoon, guys. Friday afternoon, we're going to the post office together and shipping all of you guys' commissions. So much lag. Why we got all this lag happening, guys? So frustrating. Oh, Doga, we got almost time to play Peak this weekend if you have time. Because we're finally well enough and not completely dead like we were on Monday. Here's behind the audio is glitching. Trying to catch up. No, I'm so sorry, guys. I truly deeply this cursed stream. I'm sorry, guys. Lovely little leaves, guys. Heck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, is it time to end the stream? Is it time? It is, guys. It is time, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Ooh, made so much progress though. You don't think you ever encountered sexual harassment online at the time? You know there was one weirdo, but he was your age and just used bots to spam messages, but that was a war in his own. And you had already thick skin back then and just blocked him for a week and then unblocked him later. And if he was still acting up, you just blocked him and his bots all over again. Yeah, it was like, you know, very low-key trolling kind of, you know, mucking around sort of stuff. The first real sexual harassment that I started encountering wasn't even me, but I had seen on behalf of someone else, someone in my community, was when I was probably around 16, 17 years old. And that was obviously me being a moderator, I was completely in control of dealing with it. So yeah, that was great. But then obviously, like over the years, I've seen a lot of that happening, and so I would never let my kid be free online at that age. I just think that's way too young. Way too young. But yes, so be the lives, guys. So be the lives. We cannot change it. No, we account. Thank you, Dover. Thank you so much for snoozing this silly ad break. I appreciate that, Dover. Heck yes. Heck yes. We definitely don't have a good day with Twitch right now. I don't know why. But yes, so much happening. We are going to raid in a bit, guys, but before we do, if you like any of my artwork and you like to support me, guys, please go check out my shop. I have prints of all my creatures. I sell t-shirts and other merch as well. Everything except the merch ships out from Australia, so keep in mind that it will take a little bit longer to get to you, because I ship it straight from my studio in this cozy little space. So cozy vibes will be shipped along with it. All the merch items will get shipped to you. In Europe, they will be shipped from Europe. If you are in the States, they will ship from the States. So those will arrive a lot easier. The other way you guys can support me is Patreon. So Patreon is a way that you can support an artist with a monthly pledge. There are special rewards. So this is my digital coven. On my digital coven, basically, you get access to my exclusive story of Poogie and VB and Wonderkin. For the postcard coven, I send you guys a monthly postcard. The sticker and print coven get stickers and print in addition to everything else, and then the merch coven gets the tote bag and the mug of Poogie and VB, as well as all the other benefits. So if you guys are interested in supporting me, I get a lot more of this profit than I get here from Twitch, so this is a much better way to support me in the long run. And also we have exclusive live streams for patrons only, so if you want to take part in that, please go check it out. Guys, it is time we find somebody lovely to go raid. Please stick around for the raid, guys. It really helps. Even if you guys can just stick around to say hello for the raid, that really helps. So I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, we're raiding Charles. We're raiding Charles, guys. Heck yeah. Charles is on. Get to raid him. Charles is amazing. If you guys don't already follow Charles, you guys are gonna love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow, guys. I will drop a link to the schedule in the chat if you guys want to check that out. I'm live again, probably working on the rest of this herb and spice jar drawing tomorrow. We shall see, But let's raid Charles, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out today.